Schottenheimer talk to his...
Manning out of the gun. Manning lets it fly. It's caught by Thomas. There's the record for Peyton Manning.
Nothing wrong with Orange and Blue Podcast.
NRWQ! It is season 2!
That was fire. There is no intro out there that is better than that was. That was motivating.
Oh, it's wicked, dude. It's wicked. Hey, NRW crew, welcome to the first official episode on its brand new day of Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue here on MHRT Networks. Season 2!
What's up?
How y'all doing? My name's Johnny Baki, and with me, as always, is my best buddy in the world, Isaiah Henderson. What's up, buddy?
The rhymes, baby. What's up, brother? Man, that was. Hey, boss, man. I know you're in the comments. I saw you.
Oh yeah,
he's motivated. I've watched it before, but to see it actually live during the podcast, that was motivating. I was ready to suit up, put on some pads, and get ready to go. That was beautiful. What's up, NRW crew? How you guys doing today? First episode of season 2. Season 2 has arrived. We are here.
Dude. You know, I can't even overstate how much work has gone into getting ready for season 2. How much stuff is coming, guys? Welcome. It's finally time, y'all. It's finally time. We are here. We are in season 2 of MHRT just in time for the new season. So buckle up, get ready, because it's about to get super exciting. Because you've now got Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue on Friday nights at 7654 Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. In addition, we still have Broncos Talk on Tuesdays at 7654 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and our MHRT podcast, the flagship podcast, on Thursdays, 7654 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But get ready for it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh, wait. Okay, I'm ready.
We would like to announce the Neigh-borhood. The brand new, starting next Sunday, right before the game, 1 hour before the game, the new pregame show for MHRT, the Neigh-borhood. What's up, y'all? Get ready, because now we're going to be able to get together live and talk about the game before it's even played.
Did you not get a horse sound for your soundboard for the
neighborhood? You know what? I did, but it's not there right now. I don't know what happened, so I'll have one.
So that way, when you said the neigh, pause, you did the sound, and then Burhood. Gosh, you know.
Fine. You know what? I'll do it this way. I'll embarrass myself, all right? The Neigh-borhood. How's that?
You know what? We're not going to do that again. That was
exactly. So shut up. Anyway.
Please love us, guys. It's exciting, guys. We have a Broncos pregame show. That means, because I know on Sundays before game day, you're trying to get all this stuff done. You're trying to grill. You're trying to cook. You're trying to get your beer. You're trying to get the game situated. You're anxious. You want to watch the game. Now you can listen to MHRT, the Neigh-borhood, and sit there and listen an hour before the game, calm your nerves down, hear all the ideas, participate in the chat, what you've been feeling and thinking before the game, and then right when we're done, boom, the game starts. So there's no lull, there's no lag, there's no delay. You can go from podcasts to questions to watching the game and see all your comments come to fruition. It is beautiful. We are excited. We hope you guys are excited, and we just cannot wait for next Sunday. It cannot come fast enough. It can't come fast enough.
It can't come fast enough. I mean, dude, it's time for the real season. It's time for some real football.
I've never been more excited for a football season.
I can't say that I have either. I'm so.
I'm excited.
Also, in addition to the rest of the new changes, and you've all gotten to see it now. Three so far. New intros for the season, our new look, some of our new stuff that we've already released, the Neigh-borhood coming up, right? And then in addition, now you will be able to find every single episode of MHRT, the audio versions after the fact, on every single podcast platform. Wherever you find your favorite podcasts, you will find us there. It's not just on there, buddy. It's on everything now.
Now we got to make new
banners. We might as well just delete that banner. Shush your mouth. I don't care what you have to say.
Whatever.
The point is, MHRT, not just Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue. Every single episode of MHRT will now have audio after every single show. All right, so check us out on wherever you find your favorite podcast. Also, the links for probably the biggest ones where almost everybody listens to their podcasts are also in the bio. Okay. That being said, let's talk Broncos, right? But first, let's get into the comments too. All right. Already, the first commenter of the night. I'm real excited about this guy because I've got to give this guy mad props. I got to give him a huge shout out. This is Savage Sev Cisneros. What's up, buddy? Man,
what's up, Savage?
You pumped me up, brother. Savage Sev has a YouTube channel, right? He's got his own YouTube channel, and he does some cool stuff. Talking about the Broncos. He also does a thing he calls the TTC, the Trash Talk Corner, where him and some other Broncos fans get together and talk trash with fans of other teams. It's dope. And he went on his channel the other day. He hit me up on Twitter out of nowhere. Had never talked to him before. He hits me up and he goes, "Hey, bro, can I shout you guys out in a video?" And I was like, "Dude, heck yeah, man!" So he goes on and he sets us up, man. He gives us a shout out, right? And within a few hours, we had almost 20 new subscribers within like 3 hours.
So let's do the same thing. Savage. What's his? Do you know the name of his YouTube channel?
Just look up Savage Sev.
Hey, Savage,
right down there.
Go ahead and comment, and we'll post it up so that way we can shout you out. So everybody in the chat, everybody watching,
go check out Sev's stuff. Subscribe. That's our huge shout out for Sev. Also, KB82 is in the house. He says, "I'm not sure if Johnny Bone is Pat Bolin's kid. He seems more like Jim Irsay's kid."
No,
that's
previous owner of the Colts.
We got Dave Glassman in the house. Friday night, NRW crew.
What's Dave up, Glassman. You know why I like Friday night better, Johnny? I like Friday because it's everybody gets off work, everybody comes home. It's around the time people get off work at 6 o'clock. They get to wind down, sit back, relax, and while they're doing their last minute chores at home, whatever the case may be, they get to put their AirPods in, their headphones in, and just listen or just watch and just chill out. So everybody look forward to Friday. So now you got something else to look forward to, the NRW crew.
That's right. And in addition, there's so much new stuff coming out with our release of season 2 of MHRT. I've forgotten a little bit. In addition, on the Neigh-borhood. Right, every Sunday pregame show. Pulling that back up. Just I'm
doing it right now.
Dave Glassman's comment. Yes, I forgot to mention. I told you I was driving this thing.
I thought you were talking about the banners, not the comments.
I'm doing the comments anyway. Dave will be a new fan analyst with us on the Neigh-borhood. So Dave will be joining MHRT as a fan analyst on the Neigh-borhood. In addition, and what do we always call that, Isaiah? A fanalist, right?
A fanalist, a bona fide
fanalist. In addition, for every single home game, the Mile High Prophet himself will be giving us at the stadium in the parking lot during the tailgate reporter view of what's going on there. So in addition to talking about the game, we're going to get pumped up with the fans in the parking lot at the game every Sunday on the Neigh-borhood with the Mile High Prophet, who says,
I don't think you guys are understanding
Broncos country.
I don't think you guys are understanding what that means. Stuff. That means that as we're talking, we'll do a split screen, or we'll be like, "Over to you, Mile High Prophet." He'll be at the tailgate at the Broncos game, talking to other fans, asking them questions about what they believe is best as they sit here and talk on the podcast. That is out of this world. That is incredible. That is exciting. So shout out to Mile High Prophet, who's really going to step up and really just contribute to MHRT and the Neigh-borhood. So Shadow Jackie, you're right. Yeah, that intro was so motivating. I'm ready to take down a giant.
All right, Avatar, a new face that we got that came on MHRT last night. He jumps in saying, "What's up, Broncos crew?
What's up, Avatar? Welcome,
Shadow
baby.
Jacker,
Welcome.
We already read your comment, but what's up, Shadow? Good to see you. Boss man, Nuggets Creevy says, fire.
Yes, that intro was fire.
That intro was fire. And even though a part of it used a video that I originally made, that what you've done with that and what you did with that, boss man, oh man, it couldn't. I mean,
and I love it because it's better than looking at a countdown where it creates anxiety. Yeah. Looking at a countdown sometimes creates anxiety. But with this, you're able to watch something. You're able to watch Peyton Manning's throw, Terrell Davis's run, Paul Miller's strip sack in the Super Bowl. You're like, and it gets you motivated. You're like, oh man. And that's funny because talk about Cam Newton this week.
Look at this.
Everybody-
In addition, we got Wiz Kid in the house, Landon Clark. What's up, Wiz Kid?
What's up, WizKid?
Mundungus has a comment for you that I want to pull up.
Which is not. I saw it. That's false.
Yeah, that's right.
So
I have to say, Isaiah hasn't frozen yet. New season, new internet.
Okay. So we just talked about this when I got on. I said, Johnny, my internet looks really good. I didn't really do anything different, and I had to talk to the wife last night about upgrading the internet. And I had to figure out how to approach her to spend more money. And she's getting ready to start school, so I try to use her schooling as an excuse to get more internet, but it's really for the podcast. And so,
and now she knows it.
And so, but Johnny, we forgot one thing.
No, we
guys. Johnny, I'm not sure, but all I know is that the MHRT Fantasy League starts in 2 days. Have all the spots filled up?
I think we might have one spot left. I'm not sure. Hit us up in the DM if you're interested in being, I think, possibly the final member of this year's MHRT Fan League. All right, your phone's getting all messed up, but we draft on Sunday, so get ready. Fantasy football is coming. It's going
2
to
days
be
left, baby. 2 days left.
Yeah.
I just did my other fantasy draft, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to win again this year. Last year, I went to the Super Bowl in my fantasy league and lost, so you guys know what to expect from me. I have high expectations. So we're looking forward to doing this. So we got a lot for season 2.
It's all words. Season 2. Anyway, that being said, now we've gotten in our comments. We've welcomed everybody. If you're just now joining us, welcome to the first episode of season 2 of MHRT's and our Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue. I'm Johnny, that's Isaiah, and we're with all of you. All right, we love you guys. And there, Mundungus confirmed it. We need one more person. So hit either myself at Broncos or at Broncos Viking, Broncos _Viking on Twitter, or hit up Isaiah at word_over_world.
Or you guys can hit us up on our Twitter, on the joint Twitter for
the Nothing Rhymes with
MHRT Podcast. You can hit us up at any one of these at the bottom of the screen. Hit any of us up at one of those, and then we'll get the last one in because the draft starts this Sunday, and you best believe there's going to be a lot of trash talking about who gets drafted.
That's right.
And we'll have a segment on NRW OB about Fantasy League. I don't know about the MHRT, but we're definitely going to do some trash talking here too.
That's for sure. Now, down to brass tacks.
Let's do it.
Denver Broncos next weekend. The Broncos had today, tomorrow, and Sunday off. They'll be back at practice on Monday. All right. We have whittled it down to a 53 roster plus a 16-member practice squad, right? Bro, it's real now. It's so real. This is our team. This is our team. It's time.
What did they say in Madden? I want you to bring your lunch pills because it's time to go to work. That's what they say in Madden.
Right?
Yeah. Bring your lunch pills because it's time to go to work. This is what that next week means.
Sorry, I'm still getting over that dang cough from a week and a half ago. But
guys, I'm sorry, Johnny. I was supposed to be in Louisiana. What happened was, Johnny, your cough reminded me of that. So
nobody else but you knows that.
I was supposed to be in Louisiana. So I got up at 04, packed my bags, went to my unit. The unit sent me somewhere else to another unit. That unit sent me to another unit. We get there. We get COVID tested. Turn out the dude in the backseat of our truck tests positive for COVID. And just nixed the whole mission. So that's that. That's why I'm here now. I'm supposed to be in Louisiana helping out, but dude behind us had COVID, so we don't like him. We hate him because we couldn't go on the mission, but that's why I'm here. The good news is I don't get to miss the NFL season. The bad news is I can't be in Louisiana, helping out, but I'm here. So KB82 says one of my leagues fell through. I can join if the spot is still open.
And
KB,
then
the spot's open.
Mundungus followed it up with league is now full.
How did that happen so fast?
Somebody hit him up, apparently.
That was like 14 seconds.
I know, right?
That's what I'm talking about, guys. I love the enthusiasm.
That being said, let's get away from the National Guard crap. I'm just kidding. Let's get away from the fact that you are here and not there, and let's now talk Broncos.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. KB took the last spot, so there it is. He got it. So there it is. We have a full fantasy football league. Now, when we draft on Sunday, we are ready for the regular season, the season to begin. Okay, and I'm so, I don't know about you, Isaiah. I am so dang excited about the 2021 season. For not just because we finally get some football, but because things are going to be a little more normal this year. I mean, fans in the stadium, fan noise, messing with players.
Von Miller back on the field.
Von Miller will be, almost everybody that was hurt last season is back. or if unless they're not here anymore.
He's saying Bass minus. He's saying Bass and Duke Dawson. Everybody else is.
I'm just saying, and they're going on short IR. It's Michael Jamuti and I don't remember Mike Boone. I think he's saying Bassey and Duke Dawson are on the PUP though.
They're on the PUP.
Or they were
either on PUP or on IR.
You know what? Maybe
either way, they're not playing.
But either way, they're not playing. The point is, it's gonna finally be the way we've always known it to be. It's gonna be real football. It's gonna be real football again. And on time, and even better, as much as I love to watch football in general, we get to watch our Denver Broncos just gnarl it up in orange and blue, man.
And you know why we're also excited? Because this is the first official season that NRWB will be a part of with MHRT. Last year we started. I think we started this podcast.
We started this podcast right after the Super
before the draft.
Actually,
right before the draft.
Yeah,
right before the draft.
No, it was in January. It was in January when we started.
Was it?
Yes, it was. Anyway, we started back in January, so we are officially 9 months old now. Here's to us.
Oh yeah. Brand new baby.
Yeah, that's right. But the point is, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a blast, guys. It's football season. And we're about. And I mean, in our first game, we get to take down. I'd say I'm going to go ahead and call him a sleeping giant, and not because. And in this case, when I'm saying a sleeping giant, when I say a sleeping giant this time, I'm not talking about the sleeping giant that could wake up and gnarl everything up. I'm talking about the sleeping giant who's asleep at the wheel.
You know what? I'll give it both. I'll give it both because Saquon Barkley just got cleared for week 1. I think he just got cleared. Well, it gives him a little bit stress. They can hand the ball off. A little, but we can't go in there complacent
right now. Right, we're not complacent, but just look at what is going on with the Giants right now. It is a dumpster fire up there right now. Their O line is going to be for all intents and purposes, their O line is going to be the worst one in the NFL. I mean, I'm just saying, we are ready to tear it up in New York. And I wish it was a home. I wish the first game of the season could be the home opener. It is what it is, though. But the point is, I said sleeping giant because I feel like the Giants are asleep at the wheel and the Broncos are just ready to fly by them like a supercharged Corvette or something. You know what I mean?
We're excited. We're excited. Everybody, and we tweeted something, and it was they're talking about the comeback player of the year, and it was I think it was Dak Prescott, who's also been cleared for week 1, Saquon Barkley. I think it was Odell Beckham, and it was one more person. It might have been Joe Burrow, but I'm not 100% sure. And I tweeted, I said, "Are you guys paying attention yet? We're so tired of the disrespect because we have Von Miller coming back, we have Courtland Sutton coming back, and the NFL just doesn't want to talk about it. If we know it, the Broncos, the actual players know it as well.
That's right.
And they're pissed and they're hungry. And when I tell you they're coming out mean, and they're not coming out, I'm talking about that K-Jack is one to set the tone when he's coming up and he's going to hit Saquon Barkley and give him something he hasn't felt yet. So they're ready to come out and set the tone. I'm telling you, they're hungry. They're hungry.
They're hungry. Excited. The point is, I don't know if you caught. I caught a clip of it after I heard about it last night. James Palmer's rant on NFL, on NFL.com.
Yes, dude, I did. Yes,
he basically just scolded the entire NFL for how often they disrespect the Denver Broncos.
What's his name did today too?
I'm just saying.
I don't know his name. But they were talking about the Raiders, and they said so they're talking about the Raiders and how the Raiders have a good offense, but they have a bad defense. And then he said, but the Raiders won't even have to worry about that because they have to play the Denver Broncos. He said they might even get past the Broncos. He said because the Broncos have an elite defense, the Raiders won't even get past the Broncos. So slowly but surely they're starting to recognize.
No, but James Palmer's thing on NFL was literally him almost exploding and being like, "Y'all gotta stop disrespecting the Denver Broncos. This is ridiculous." It was all. That of course is a massive paraphrase to what he actually said. But the point is, he really stepped up and he really stood up for his team, and I applaud it big time for James.
Yeah, I definitely applaud it.
We're going into this, guys. We're gonna face off against the Giants, but you know what? What I want to do today, Isaiah, and that's why the episode is titled the way that it is we got this whole next week to talk about the Giants game, to talk about that particular game. This is the last chance we're going to have to preview the season, the whole season, right? because I mean, everybody knows we're going to focus on the first game, the week of the first game. So right now, what we are going to do, we're going to sit back and we're going to go through the schedule, right? We're going to go through the schedule. We're going to make some predictions. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to break down some players, and we're going to talk about we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to go through the 53-man roster pretty quick, and we're just going to talk about players, and we're going to make some predictions and give some opinions. So let's do this. Let's do this, NRW crew. Help us out in the chat. All right, keep it going because we always love interacting with y'all. All right. We have a smaller crowd tonight than normal, and I'm gonna go ahead and just attribute that to the fact that nobody's used to this being on Friday night.
I agree.
The first time it's on Friday night,
I agree.
Everybody will get used to it.
But you know why we don't have to worry about that, Johnny? Do you know why we don't have to worry about that? Because everybody, what they already did was they already liked, subscribed, and they already shared it. So that way, everybody already knows from now on it's on Friday. So that's already taken care of thanks to the fans. So
I'm just saying. That's why I'm going to go ahead and think that we have a smaller crowd than usual tonight. That's why I think it is. I know y'all are going to prove me right on that too. That being said, help us out in the chat. We're going to talk about the season. Let's get down to it. Okay. So I'm going to bring this up. Okay. I'm going to bring up the, a pretty, fun little, just
sharing
graphic.
A screen.
Yeah. I'm doing
we haven't done this in forever.
I know. I felt like it was time.
Wow.
Except that this isn't the right one. Hang on. What the heck? It switched to 20. Hold on. It switched to 2019, and I'm not sure why it did that. So
I had one job, and I was excited, and then you just put up some crap.
You know what? Shut your mouth. I don't need no lip out of you.
Well, I've got plenty of lips. No, that's no.
You don't.
I have two lips, not plenty.
That's
I apologize.
Yeah, you better watch yourself there, buddy.
I meant to say I have big lips because I'm black, but it didn't come out that way. And it kind of
Isaiah, we don't go there. We don't go there.
It's I'm not lying. I didn't make this up.
I know.
I didn't just look in the mirror today and I was like, wow, I shouldn't have tanned so long yesterday. This just didn't happen. But
all right, here you go.
Let's go.
Here you go.
2021 schedule.
So on the 12th, 1 week from Sunday, 4:25 p.m. Eastern. So that that's going to be at 3:25 or no, 2:25, sorry, in Mountain, right? All right. We go up against the New York Giants in New York. All right. So, predictions.
Okay. You want me to go first, Johnny?
Oh, I want you to go first, bud.
I mean, it's obviously a W. I mean, it's a W. We're playing the Giants. The score, I don't think the Giants put up more than 2 touchdowns. I'm thinking 28-17. 28-17. 28-17. I think we put up 4 touchdowns. You know what? Take that back. 31-17. Got to get some Brandon McManus work in there. I think the Giants put up 2 touchdowns and 1 field goal. 31-17. We walk out of their name of their stadium's blanking, but we walk out of New York, Rutherford, New Jersey, with the win. 31-17. Yeah. What about you, Johnny?
Going up against the Giants with their currently depleted numbers and the way that and just the way that it's been for them for a little while now and where it's going. I say we put up at least 27, but I'm going to go ahead and be optimistic here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say we put up around 30. I'm going to say we put up 34, 34-21. I call it
34-21. Okay. I do. So we all put up. So we both agree we're putting up 30 plus points and we're walking away with a win.
I like Mundungus here though. 31, Giants 7. You know what?
We're trying to be nice, but okay.
No, you know what? No. Yeah, I'm not going to be nice because we saw it in the preseason. The Denver Broncos were the only NFL team in the preseason to not allow a single defensive touchdown.
A single
Not one.
Not
in
one.
3 games. Now, granted, it's 1 game less than normal, but still not a single touchdown scored by another team against the Broncos.
And they still disrespect us. The only team to not allow a single touchdown.
Everybody out there is going to sit here and go, well, it's the preseason and it doesn't matter. Well, shut up. Because it does matter. It does matter. Because the Broncos sent a message to the NFL. We are here. We are hungry. We are going to destroy you. That was the point. So you know what? I like Mundungus's 31-7. We'll give him 1.
Apparently, Johnny, look in the comments. Look in the comments. You'll see. Apparently, you and I were way too generous.
I was too generous. You know what? I'm sorry. I must apologize to the NRW crew and to Broncos country for being stupid and giving the Giants way that much of an over. Not happening again.
Because NRW crew is they love this defense. They're nasty in the comments. We got Avatar says 31-12, Broncos and the defense will continue to keep the opponent out of the end zone. I like the way you phrased that. I like the way you phrased it. We'll continue. It don't stop. I like it. It's
going to be beautiful. Rich agrees 31-9. And then Mendogas literally says, "No way in hell the Giants offense scores on this defense."
Yeah, you guys are nasty.
Sorry, he says it there. No way they score on us more than once. KB82 calls 24-9 Denver.
And Mile High Prophet in here. Mile High Prophet comes in.
The point is pretty much the whole, except Mile High Prophet, who's given us a double digit to the Giants there at 31-10. Pretty much everyone in the NRW crew that just commented kept the Giants in single digits. The Broncos going over 20 or over 25
plus. Yeah, over 25 plus.
Just saying, guys. You know what? And I do not believe we're going to be wrong. That's the best part. That's the best part. I mean, granted, you know what? We can't go in, like you said earlier. We can't go into it sleeping, right? We can't go into it thinking we got this in the bag, even though we know what the Broncos got. And hey, I lost my headphones. And hey, we know what the Giants currently have. I look at the Giants roster right now, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Didn't they sign? Was that the Jets or the Giants that signed Corey Davis from the Titans? I think that was because if I'm correct, I don't think the Giants have anybody. I think they have Kenny Galladay. I think that's their best player besides Saquon Barkley. Yeah, they're not. I mean, we can put Patrick Surtain on you. We didn't have to talk about Kyle Fuller, Ronald Darby. We can just put PS2 on you.
Savage Sev did jump back in. He says, "Yo, what's good? What's up, Savage?
What's up,
How you doing, brother?
What's up, baby? How you doing?"
It's Sev, bro. I mean, you can call him Sav.
I said Sav.
I don't think he's gonna care.
Sav, short for Savage.
All right.
I said, "Gosh,
yeah, well, he's Savage Sev." Yeah, well,
I
correct you because you're wrong. I mean, it's that simple.
Grammar Nazi. Gosh.
Yeah, well, when you know, you know. All right.
You took away my momentum.
Well, you know what? Your momentum was wrong.
Why
am I going to let you ride false momentum? All right.
It wasn't false to me. It was my truth. Let me speak my truth.
Let me speak my truth. I just see. Who was it? You know what? It's Vince Vaughn. I see Vince Vaughn. I know my truth. Mile High Prophet still worried about kick coverage.
That's a valid concern.
I'm going to be honest with you, Prophet. I'm worried about special teams, not just kick coverage. I'm worried about return coverage.
Punt coverage, yeah.
I'm worried about punt coverage. I'm worried about place kicking. I'm worried about all of it, dude. Just because, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I do not like Tom McMahon at all. And
well, I will say is
the fact that Tom McMahon still has a job in Denver, absolutely mind-boggling.
Well, what I will say is this. George Paton has brought in a more family-oriented organization, but he's also brought in an accountability aspect. And one thing that we saw this year was George Paton was the first to lead the charge, and he came on, he said himself, and then it followed too with Vic Fangio. He said special teams is a problem. Yeah. And then all the trades and all the signings they made were strictly special teams. And he didn't call out Tom McMahon by name, but Tom McMahon knew what the deal was. He knew exactly what it was.
And yet it's still, I mean, even again, you can say it all you want. It's the preseason. It doesn't matter. But even in the preseason, it looked like crap.
I'm saying after the preseason ended, George Paton and Vic Fangio, they all said special teams needs work. And I think Tom McMahon heard it. And I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. The reason why I want to give
I think I even saw something on Twitter this week about like Vic going off on Tom McMahon in like practice or something. I can't remember what it was.
I think I saw.
I believe he did. I believe he did. I saw it on Twitter. I think it was. I think it was something from Ben Albright talking about Vic going off on Tom McMahon. Like, yeah, it's not good, man. I mean,
so he's getting.
He's got to figure something out because the fact that he still has a job here in Denver is mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-blowing. Real quick before we move on to the next game and talk about that. We got KB82. What are your thoughts on Johnny Bolin talking trash about George Paton?
God, Johnny's just a piece of crap. Johnny's a piece of crap. Oh, Johnny Bolin. Oh,
yeah. You know what? Johnny Baki's going to bury my foot so far up your butt you can taste my laces.
Oh man,
Keep talking.
Keep
talking. I know you do. That being said, Johnny Bolin is so far out of the conversation to be the next Bolin to run the league. I mean, I'm sorry. The beginning of that video, this is the last video from the real owner. No, you are not the real owner, buddy, or you would be. So quit talking like you're the thing. And at the same time, like, look, I get it. You know what? I was military. Isaiah, you were military. Mundungus was military. Pretty much everybody else is a grown man or woman, right? So I'm pretty sure a lot of us, most of us, whatever, curse. All right. But the point is, this guy is trying to like make a case for himself to be the professional, and he's doing it in the most unprofessional way possible. It was ridiculous. You want to be like recognized and want the world to look at you as the guy, but you go talking like that, dude. Yeah, nobody wants to see you.
I saw the video
flamingo
the first time.
Balls. I mean, Richie says it here. Flamingo balls. I mean, really? And then, like, Mundungus here. I think Johnny Bolin was smoking bath salts.
He didn't say Johnny Bolin. He said Johnny. We can be talking about any Johnny.
I know he said it. I know he said it, and I'm going to reiterate it because I don't smoke bath salts anymore.
We don't know that yet. That's out. At all. I think I saw the video the first time before we got on, and people on Twitter talk trash about the coaching staff, the management, the moves being made all the time. But I think as a bowler, you're supposed to hold yourself to a higher standard. So if you want, like Johnny said, if you want to plead your case, if you want to make your case, or you want to be a part of the discussion, going on Instagram in a hotel room, cursing at it, he got what he wanted. He got the attention. That's what he wanted.
What was it? What was he wearing? Like blender sunglasses?
Reflective glasses. We could tell he was in a hotel room.
Come on, dude. Like, look, here's the deal. One, you are not the majority shareholder of the Bolin clan, okay? The chances of Johnny Bolin being the guy are so low. I mean, I'm sorry. Look, your dad, this is to Johnny Bolin from NRW, all right? Your dad was a stand-up guy. Your dad is a legend. Your dad was one of two men that had a hand in making the NFL what it is today.
Yep.
He is a Hall of Famer. He set up the Broncos to be one of the greatest sports franchises in American sports history. And the way you acted, you dishonored him.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. You dishonored your father, the way, the man that he was, and the way he treated people, the way that he did it, the way that you did that. That being said, I want to move on from that because I want to continue going on through the season.
Fine, whatever.
Fine, go give me your last.
No, it's just real quick. My thing is that if you wanted to put your hat in the ring, you can. You're bowling, you can. But I mean, you had to have known there was a better way, unless they already X'd you out and this behavior had been continuous and
consistent.
Unless
he was on bath salts.
Yeah, bath salts are always an option in any situation. But I mean, my thing is this is a different way to go about it. If you're not in the discussion with your sisters, Instagram video and have it get taken down, that's not the time to get in the discussion. Go meet them face to face, discuss it. Write a letter, write an email, do a memo, tweet something, whatever the case may be. But that's just not. It just makes the Broncos look more chaotic, and we're already moving in the right direction. Just don't let us take a step back.
I like this real quick. The last two comments on this. Rich says he has a man bun, so immediately he cannot be taken seriously.
Yeah, that's
also KB82 has officially named his fantasy team in our league Flamingo Balls. So awesome, awesome. That being said, let's move on for a minute. All right, let's go on. Week number 2, Jacksonville Jaguars. What do we think? I'm going to go first on this one. All right. So Jacksonville Jaguars, week 2 in Jacksonville. All right. We're going up against the number 1 draft pick of the 2021 draft in Trevor Lawrence. All right. We're going up Urban Meyer, who is so far from what we've seen as a head coach, kind of like shown the NFL that he is in no way ready to be an NFL head coach.
We'll say and we'll just keep going forward.
And so, they've got a few weapons here and there, but nothing concrete. I think they're rebuilding for their future. I don't think Urban Meyer's the answer to that future. But I think Trevor Lawrence was just the first piece that they needed to start rebuilding towards the future. So I don't think that they're ready yet. I don't think they're going to be anywhere on the Broncos level. I mean, we might see some cool things out of Trevor Lawrence. I'm hoping.
I don't even know what their roster
like. It's weird. It's weird to say this because I don't like to root for other teams. I never. You know what? I love football. So when there's a good player, I mean, I even love watching Patrick Mahomes. I hate to admit that because I hate the Chiefs. But when there's a good football player, I like to root. I like to see him, make some accomplishments because it's exciting to watch. So I'd like to see some cool stuff come out of Trevor Lawrence.
I agree. I actually like him.
But
I like him.
I believe. Get ready for this. Against the Jaguars and their depleted defense, the way it is, I have the Broncos going. I'm gonna say 40. I'm gonna say the Broncos.
Johnny, you're doing too much, Johnny.
No, why not? Why
40,
not?
40.
Dude, their defensive line is nowhere near what it needs to be.
I don't even know. I only know one person on the roster. I knew two. It was Trevor Lawrence and Tim Tebow. Now it's just
at least you can admit that. The point is the defensive line isn't where it needs to be. Look, listen, the point ultimately, I'm gonna say 40 because I believe the Broncos, I believe Teddy Bridgewater and him being the consistent way he does, as long as the weapons around him continue to be consistent for him. Mm-hmm. As well as the run game, which is going to run right through their defensive line like a hot knife through butter.
Oh, we're going to introduce Trevor Lawrence to the NFL. Von Miller and Bradley Chubb.
Big time. Von Miller, Bradley Chubb are going to eat him alive.
Yes, he's going to get.
It's going to be sack lunch. Lunch.
Yes.
That being said, I'm going to give the Broncos 40. I'm going to give 14.
I'm looking for a piece of paper because I want to annotate what we're saying and see who gets the closest. And
or you could do what I do and watch it afterwards and then annotate it later.
Yeah, you could do that too. That's always an option. Yeah, This is recorded. Mile High Prophet says our defense is going to feast on that hippie. You're absolutely right. Mundungus says
38-14.
I was going to guess 27-12, but I guess 38-14. 38-14.
So Stephen Mundungus agrees with me. He's too shy of 40. So a safety. He's a safety shy of what I predicted.
Landon Clark says, WizKid says 65-3.
65-3. That is that's some.
That's a college game,
up, son.
That's a college game.
It doesn't matter. It's gonna look like a college game. We'll chew the hell out of that clock, so I don't think it'll be that high. 31-3.
Yeah, like I said, he's close. Dave's close to me. I said 27-12. I don't think. I mean, unless we just, Pat Shermer and Teddy Bridgewater get together and see that defense and the holes in the defense and just start tearing it up. You're right. I think we're going to chew the hell out of that clock, especially with the run game. And there was a comment earlier. I know you're doing the comments, Johnny, but there's one earlier I missed.
Okay, go back to it.
Yeah, I am. And I agree with it. And Mundungus says, I say Teddy Bridgewater has an average of 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's not the one I like. This one, Gordon, 125 yards. 2 touchdowns.
What do you think Pookie's going to do? Because they're going to be splitting reps.
I don't think as much. I think they are going to get a lot of reps, but I think Melvin Gordon's going back to the Pro Bowl this year because he's hungry. I think Pookie's maybe 75, 80 yards, 1 touchdown.
Fair enough.
Let me guess.
There we go.
Because they're both receiving yards. Let me guess 50 to 60 receiving yards a game.
Okay. All right. And WizKids also is predicting Kyle Fuller 3 picks and 12, and then the Broncos with 12 total sacks on the game because
he's playing Madden. I don't know what he's doing. He's playing Madden because these are unrealistic.
I like Sev. I like what Sev says. Broncos will eat Giants alive. Their offensive line is weak, and Jones is a turnover god.
Yes, this is where Mike Purcell at that nose tackle position and Shelby Harris, and then you put him. I mean, just our defense, our pass rush is just incredible. It's just. But the key to beating the Giants, as you said, Savage, is constant pressure, constant penetration from that defensive line. Yeah. And then our offense is just take care of the ball.
All right. So we got but regardless, the Broncos decimate the Jaguars. For everybody said it so far, right? And that's not just us wearing orange lens glasses, right? Because we all know. There we go. Landon, sorry, I accidentally turned it on rookie arcade mode.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There you go, dude. I can't wait to meet WizKid someday. I really can't.
I don't know if we can put that on screen, but I'll let Johnny make that decision whether or not.
I'm doing it. Gordon and Williams will be pounding those Jaguars holes all day.
Hashtag bestiality.
No. Yeah, no. Now you crossed the line.
I told you not to put it up there.
You didn't have to say it. That part.
I did.
Anyway,
I give me a choice.
Moving on. The Broncos are 2-0, right? We move on to week 3 at home opener.
This game's going to be a little bit closer.
In Power Field at Mile High against the Jets.
This game's going to be a little bit closer.
All right. A little bit closer, but I don't think it's going to be that much closer.
No, I think we get the win, but the Jets aren't anything to laugh at like the Jaguars and Giants are. They're definitely much more talented on the offensive and defensive side. But once again, I think we give Zach Wilson the same thing we did. We give him the Trevor Lawrence treatment. We just introduce him to the NFL. Their defense is a little bit improvement. They have Corey Davis and a little bit more talent on the offensive end. So it's not going to be just a pushover. But 27-20.
27-20
Broncos.
Really?
Yeah, 27-20.
I mean, you're calling it that close. I was going to go ahead and give the Broncos 27. Like I predicted 27, but I predict we are holding. I truly predict us holding them at 2 touchdowns, 27-14.
Okay,
maybe a field goal.
I can see that.
I can see us possibly allowing a field goal in there as well. So I'm actually going to make my final on that 27-17.
Okay, and Mundungus is close with you. He said 24-17. I said 27-20. Right, so it's definitely closer. We all agree that it's a little bit closer, except for KB82 and WizKid, who, according to KB82, the first 3 games of the season, nobody scores a touchdown against us at all. Hey, that would be amazing.
After everything we saw in this preseason, do you really think it's outside the realm of possibility?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We have the best red zone offense in the last 2 years, and our defense is even better. So I don't put it past us at all.
You are absolutely right, son. You are absolutely right. All right, so Broncos 3-0 to start the season. And that's not just us that's been saying that. Like, that's been kind of, the general consensus between Broncos media. And, it's all over the place. Broncos start the season 3-0. All right,
and Johnny, the Broncos players know this too. Everything we say, everything we know, the coaches and the players know it.
Yeah, well, I do want to shout out, I don't know if you caught it, Shelby Harris in his presser yesterday. I love what he said. I love what he said when he was asked about how the last couple of seasons, he was asked, the last couple of seasons, why the about the Broncos not winning a single game in the month of September over the last 3 seasons. And I love what he said. His answer was, we suck in September. We know that. So now we got to fix it. Exactly how he put it. I almost quoted him there. I mean, almost perfect quote there. He literally said right there, the Broncos, he said we suck in September. We need to fix it.
Yeah, and we know that. Dave comes in with the next one. I'm going to take this one, Johnny. Week 4, Baltimore. Now, I'm not going to get credit for this, guys, but I've got my sources too. I'm basically Benjamin Albright.
Oh, please.
Let me finish.
That is Max adorable.
Let me finish. Like Cheryl from Archer. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Danger zone.
I called it. I knew Royce Freeman would. I originally said the Ravens were going to sign Todd Gurley, but I think he's too injury prone and they don't want him. But I knew when Royce Freeman, I said, don't be surprised. I said in our group chat, don't be surprised if the Ravens sign Royce Freeman. So this would be Royce Freeman's first game against. Is that in Denver? I can't see that. Is that in Denver or is that? I'm assuming our first 2 games are away, so our next 2 are at home. So whatever the case may be, it'll be Royce.
It's in Denver. It's in Denver.
Yeah, it'll be Royce Freeman's first game in Denver, playing for another team. I don't know if he'll start. I'm not 100% sure because I know J.K. Dobbins got hurt.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was about to say it, and Mundungus says it here. J.K. Dobbins is out. He's out. With Dobbins out, the Ravens get one-dimensional.
Well, here's the case.
Broncos 14, Ravens 10.
Here's the case. Last year the Ravens were the number 1 team in the NFL when it came to rushing game. They had the number 1 rushing offense in the NFL with J.K. Dobbins and with Lamar Jackson. They had the number 1 rushing offense, but they had the worst passing offense in the NFL. They relied heavily on their rushing game. And when you watch film as a defense, all you got to do is crowd the box. That's easy. And they were able to stop the Ravens. That's why the Ravens can't make it too deep into the playoffs. So now what they've been working on with Lamar Jackson off season is his pass game, becoming a passing quarterback. Now, the question is, what are his weapons compared to our defense? Now,
and Isaiah, I don't know if you caught this because I just now realized the Ravens tried to get Royce Freeman, but he's going to Carolina.
Oh, thank you for correcting me because I saw last thing I saw on Twitter was the Ravens something about claiming him off waivers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it updated. So I was wrong.
He's going, and a couple people said it in there. So
appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it, guys. I thank you guys. That's why you guys are here.
Royce Freeman's going to Carolina. So
okay.
I don't know what without him or without.
Dobbins, that's even worse then.
Yeah, without Dobbins on the Ravens roster, they are, for all intents and purposes, one. As Mundungus said it, I like what the way Mundungus put it. They become one-dimensional.
If that. And does he mean by the only dimension they have is passing with no run game? Because they were last in the league last year in passing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they've really upgraded their receivers and
their defense. Game. Their defense is still an animal.
Yes.
Okay.
Ravens are known
hard.
For that.
It is going to be hard for the Broncos to score. That's why I believe 2 touchdowns, maybe a field goal for the Broncos, 14 or 17 points going down. And then, but then as far as their offensive goes, really, Lamar Jackson's the only real threat.
Yes,
himself.
I don't know the receiving core. I don't know the receiving core.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. It's not anything to write home about.
Right.
Exactly. Without, Lamar Jackson he's a weapon in and of himself. You got to watch
him of himself, but he can't do it by himself.
No, he can't. So I agree. I'm going to go back to where was it? I've got to go up a little bit here. Oh gosh, where'd he go? Dang,
I'm thinking I'm going to give my score. I'm thinking I'm going to give 24-17 Broncos.
24-17?
24-17.
I say 24.
I said because you know what?
I'm going to say 17-7.
They don't.
I'm going to say 17-7.
Low scoring game. I say 24-17 because this is what, and Dave mentioned it earlier. Appreciate your comment, Dave, earlier. Teddy Bridgewater's dinking. He's efficient dink and duck. He can be. We also have a great run game. So that's going to tire that defense out.
Big time.
Hold on. So say they're on the field tired, and all of a sudden Lamar Jackson can't throw the ball. They can't run the ball. They can't get anything going. They're trying. He's rushing around there, everything. That's when Justin Simmons steps up and gets that pick out of nowhere, or Von Miller gets that sack. And all of a sudden, just like that, you know what? I'm gonna ignore that. Let me finish my comment, KB82. But just like
I'm ready to go to war.
The defense is back on the field. Back on the field. So I think we tire that defense out. And I say we go 24-17. And I say Jerry Jeudy has a big game that game. Because when you're tired, linebackers get tired, and that coverage over the middle starts to they come up for the run game, and that's when the middle of the field opens up, and that's when Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler eat them alive, and Noah Fant as well.
See, and here's I'm going to bring up a couple comments here real quick. First of all, KB82, you keep insulting the 101, bud. You're going to
come on now.
We're going to come after you.
Yeah, we're going to have to air assault into your home.
Listen, 82. No, That being said, KB82 predicts 24-21, but we win. So he predicts
I'm close to that 24-17.
I'm still going to go with 17. I'm still going to go with 17, and I'll go ahead and update to 10. Broncos allow them one red zone touchdown, and a field goal. 17-10. It's a 7-point game, 7-point spread. The Broncos score twice with a field goal.
Okay.
That's what I predict. 17-10. That being said, we have it for the first time in the chat today. We have someone predicting a Broncos loss.
Oh no.
Richie, our buddy over on Broncos Talk, our fellow MHRT brethren, whoever you are, you Canadian, you.
Can we kick him out of the chat?
No, we may not. But only because I don't want to start a war with Canada. We lose the Ravens games, in his opinion. I believe that before Dobbins was hurt, the chances of that were much greater.
Mm-hmm.
Dobbins out, I think just Mundungus said it, they become one-dimensional. I think it devastates them. I think honestly devastates them against the Broncos.
Richie, explain to us why you think that, and so that way we can discuss that. Because I'd love to hear why. And I'm going to look up the Ravens roster.
Yeah. All right. That being said, real quick. No, you know what? We're going to move on. We need to move on. 50 minutes in, Mundungus pointed it out. Thanks, boss, for doing that. 50 minutes in, we need to knock a few more out because we're going to run behind if we don't. All right. So we're doing a season preview for the whole season, not just the first 5 games, right? So let's get to it. Let's get back to it. Okay. Back to it. We got the Steelers in week 6 or in week 5. I mean, sorry. The 10th of October at 1 p.m. in Pittsburgh. All right. So Isaiah, You go first. What do you think? Win, loss, and what's the spread?
24-21 Steelers. We lose by a field goal. That's a Steelers. They got TJ Watt. We have a great offense. We have a great offensive line, but I believe TJ Watt lines up on the left side. Right tackle may be the weakness on our offensive line. And they have a decent offense, but their defense is legit. I think that'd be the biggest competition so far in the season.
Okay.
I actually, you know what? I can still see us winning. I can still see us winning. I can still see us winning. 24-21 Steelers or 24-21 Broncos. That game comes down last drive like we did last year, and Shelby Harris, not last year, but either last year or the year before, where Shelby Harris picked them off. I think it comes down to that again. I think we pressure Big Ben. Go ahead, explain why.
Here's the thing. Steelers are crumbling from within. The Steelers are crumbling. If you watched MHRT last night, which I know you didn't, George Stoya was on the show with our boys at MHRT, and and he even said it. The Steelers are starting to crumble from within. All right, and that's not just on the offensive side of the ball. It's not just on the defensive side of the ball. It's not just their aging quarterback. There's just a lot of things going wrong for the Steelers right now. I still think they're a good team. I still think it's going to be a fight. But I actually believe, and I almost, in my mind, I liked what Rich said here. See, Rich predicts a win for this one. And I actually had this number in my head before he put it up there. 31-27 Broncos. This close. It's this close. And I think, I don't know if I'd say it comes down to the final drive. I think it might come down to like the second to last drive.
I think our defense is going to be the champion of that game.
All right. But Landon says first loss 24-21, 3-point game. KB82 predicts a win 21-20. Mundungus says 28-27, 1-point spread loss.
We all agree it's going to be close. It's
going to be a close game. But we'll go ahead. So let's come to a consensus right now, me and you, right here, right now. Win or loss, what do we think?
I think we lose to the Ravens, beat the Steelers. I changed my mind. I think we lose to the Ravens. Beat the Steelers.
Change your mind. All right. Well, we have to come to some kind of consensus. So one way or the other. I
told you.
I know. So listen. See, because I still believe we beat the Ravens.
Okay.
So let's do it this way. All right, because there's only two of us. We disagree about Ravens Steelers, the win-loss ratio there, but we agree that one will be a win, one will be a loss. Right. So at this point, we are now 4-1.
That's a good record.
That's a good record. All right. Moving on.
As he moves on and picks the next one, I looked at the Ravens roster. They're nothing to laugh at. They're actually legit. That's going to be a close game. They're actually more legit than I thought.
I think a lot of weapons are lost. All right, now we get to go on to a true garbage fire within the AFC West.
Win.
All right, Raiders, Broncos, win. Raiders.
73-0
in Denver. 73-73.
I cannot stand the Raiders. Win. That's a win.
Look, the Broncos beat the Raiders. Period.
35-14.
Okay? The Raiders are a sinking ship in the desert. I mean, they're done. Okay? They are falling apart in every way, shape, and form. I don't know about a point spread because I'm not that kind of a predictor. Mundungus, Broncos 100, Raiders 0. You know what?
I hate the Raiders.
You know what? I
cannot stand
listen.
them.
Every Broncos fan in the country can agree on two things. We hate the Raiders and we hate the Chiefs, right? Right? But if any one of us had a gun to our head and was told, pick which team you hate more, pick! We'd be like, Raiders! I hate the Raiders more! Like,
WizKid, I was just about to call on you. I'm about to say, WizKid, come in the comments with your score. Thank you.
That's not even Madden numbers, dude. That's not even Madden numbers. That's Tecmo Bowl with Bo Jackson set on infinite time numbers.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to come in with that crazy number.
Says hashtag Raider hater. So
Raider hater for life.
Raider hater for life. I used to have a bumper sticker on my old car, my first car, and it said "Ruck the Faders." Anyway, you do that with that what you will. But the point is,
Rich, we do agree. I saw your comment, Rich.
We don't even need to call out the point spread. The Broncos beat the Raiders.
Yeah, we don't care.
We are now based on that, right? Based on that, we are now 5-1. All right, now. Moving on, Browns on the 21st of October in Cleveland on Thursday night, 8:20 p.m.
Now that's a game the whole nation is going to watch because everybody agrees
it's the only prime time the Broncos have all season.
That's a top 5 defense, and I believe our offense is easily matched. Our rosters look even.
I hate to say this. I absolutely hate it. Broncos lose.
Yeah.
Broncos lose. Close. Broncos lose.
Well, we don't. Is it Monday nights or Thursday nights the Broncos don't do good? I think it's Monday nights. The Broncos.
Monday nights, Thursday nights. Yeah. It's a toss up, but at least historically, I mean, if you believe in that kind of crap. But the point is, it's the only primetime game we've got. We're a lot more evenly matched with them than we were last season. That's for freaking sure. Yeah. But the point is, I believe the Browns, amazingly, and if you'd asked me 4 years ago if I ever thought there was a chance the Browns would be a better team than the Denver Broncos 5 years ago, whatever, I'd have said not a chance in hell for a million years.
Yeah, everybody in the comments is saying it's a loss. Everybody in the comments.
It's a loss, but it's close. It's close. Yeah, I mean, let's see. WizKid's giving us 31-21. The Browns win. Rich is giving us an 8-point spread. We lose 35-27. Mundungus is giving us a spread of a still touchdown, 28-21. It's a close game, and it will truly come down to a single drive.
Do you think that's going to be more of an offensive or a defensive game? Because I mean, on roster,
on the Broncos,
evenly matched. We're
against
evenly
Baker
matched.
Mayfield. We're evenly matched. I think it's going to be defensive as far as the Broncos are concerned.
What about them? Do you think they're going to be?
I think it's going to be
for them. Kyle Fuller's going to grab guard Odell, and I think Warner Darby's going to guard Jarvis Landry.
Let's not forget Patrick Surtain's in there. I mean, he's
going to play nickel. He's probably going to guard Ngoku. I think that's the name. Yeah. Ngoku out of the tight end in that dime nickel set. And we also have Bryce Callahan. You know what? I'm going to say we lose.
Dave just brought it up, and it makes me so sad. He's right. We've lost every primetime game in the last 5 years.
That's why I've had a feeling like the last, the primetime games we struggled. I'm going to say the Browns win, but I think the Broncos can surprise us.
What can we do? All right, we can fight. We will fight. It will be a fight to the finish.
Yeah, it's not going to be a blow up.
We're not going to roll over. We're not going to roll over and play dead, and we're not going to get rolled over like a steamroller. No, it's going to be close. But I truly believe, but maybe based on a single drive, the Browns carry it out in the end. Baker Mayfield takes his second or third.
I said this on Twitter real quick, and I also said this in our group chat. That game like that, the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Browns, all those games, AFC North for some reason, that's where special teams makes the difference. Those are games where if your special teams is not elite, just like your offense and defense, that will cost you the game. That is what I was talking about on Twitter. Yes. I said special teams.
And unfortunately, the sad hard fact is that we have Tom McMahon as our special teams coach. So there's your answer.
Yeah. So
now moving on, we got to move on. We got to keep it rolling. We out of the Browns game now. We are 5-2. Predicted we are now 5-2. All right, moving on. Week 8. All right, Washington.
They told us we get the W, just like their logo says.
Yeah, right there.
But I think the Broncos, if we lose to the Browns, we're going to be pissed off. We'll have over a week to prepare. We're going to be hungry. And the Washington football team is one of the teams that said that they had a better pass rush duo because they just got Jadeveon Clowney and Chase Young, and they had a better defense than the Broncos. So I think they're going to come in that game pissed. They're going to come in that game pissed, and that's a win. I think that's a 31-14 game. We're going to blow them out of the water. I don't even know who their quarterback is. We're going to blow them out of the water.
Here's the thing. It's been said by several people in the chat, and I agree. The Washington football team game is a trap game. We're going to get they are a lot better than people are giving them credit for coming into this season.
I agree, but say we're coming off a lot of ways, more than a week to prepare. I'm giving the W. I'm taking the W, and I think it's not even close.
You go ahead. We're going to need some consensus from everybody in the chat. Is the Broncos game against the Washington Redskins a trap game? Do the Broncos lose or do the Broncos pull it out?
Everybody disagrees with you.
I agree with them. I agree with those that have said it's a trap game. The Broncos will walk into this game thinking they got it in the bag because of the way the Washington. Listen. It is okay. You got Ryan Fitzpatrick in there. Okay, Fitzmagic, whatever you want to call him. He's shown up and he's done a lot. And I just truly believe walk into that game ready to ball out, and we're gonna get surprised.
But you're not, in my opinion, you're saying we're going to walk in and get surprised, but we're coming off a loss.
I'm not saying that it's going to be a huge surprise. I'm not saying we're going to be blown away. I'm saying it's going to be close. All right, everybody who's predicted a trap game predicted 2 by a field goal.
Yeah.
17-14. WizKid predicts 17-20. Look, But we lose. I predict we lose that game. I don't know why. I just have this like feeling. I've been watching stuff and it's starting to make sense. And at the same time, I have this feeling in my gut. All right.
I'm going to disagree with you guys, but I respect it.
Let's see. Coming off of 3 fight them out games with the Ravens, Steelers, Browns, Broncos will be tired and overlook the Washington football team.
We have more than a week to prepare.
We have that Thursday. It doesn't matter.
We have 10 days? 10 days until we play the Washington football team. So I think that's enough time to rest. That's just my opinion. Maybe
not. But the point is, the consensus, it seems to be the consensus in the chat is a loss.
Okay.
All right. So there we go. So we're looking at 5-3 now. All right. Going into week number 9.
I hate the Cowboys. Almost as much as the Raiders.
We are going to beat
almost as much as the Raiders.
We're going to beat the Cowboys. I believe it. I truly believe
in Dallas or in Denver.
It's in Dallas. So I still believe we beat them. I still 100% believe we beat them.
The reason why I hate
Savage. Let's see. Savage says I take an L from was if we beat the Cowgirls. I don't know.
You mean we take an L again? I think you say we take an L against Washington, but we beat the Cowgirls.
I think we win. I think we win by a very narrow margin, maybe a touchdown.
I hate the Cowboys
24-17, possibly 30-21.
Yeah, we beat the Cowboys. They shove them down your throat on NFL Network every single season.
Mundungus, Broncos 35, Cowboys. Screw you, Jerry.
Cowboys are overrated at Whiz Kid every single year. They shove them down your throat. Yes. We got to see him during Hard Knocks. They do it on purpose.
The most boring Hard Knocks in the history of Hard Knocks. It was pathetic.
I didn't watch it. And then every single season, what do you think the Cowboys is? The Cowboys year, Dak Prescott, all their. I think it's CeeDee Lamb versus Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy had more drops, but he had more yards and a better season. But everybody wants to talk about CeeDee Lamb. Jerry Jeudy's
going to break out.
This is his game where he blows people away.
Hello, is this thing on? Okay. Look, Jerry Jeudy is about to bust out this season, bro. Jerry Jeudy is going to prove to everybody he was the number 1 wide receiver in that draft.
Pro Bowl.
Above Henry Ruggs.
Pro Bowl. Mm-hmm.
Above Henry Ruggs. Above CeeDee Lamb. I predict at least 1,300 yards receiving from Jerry Jeudy this season.
12 touchdowns. 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns.
At least.
Yep.
All right. Look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We are going. I think we're taking the W in Dallas. I think we take the W in Dallas. It's like I said, close, maybe 10-point spread. But the point is the Broncos win. All right. So now we are 5. We are 6-3. Okay. 6-3. And going as far as week 9 goes. I do want to address this. Dave points out this. As much as I like to be optimistic, it is impossible to predict this far ahead without an injury report. And you are right.
I thought you were a full glassman.
He is our full glassman. However, he is right in one respect. There will be injuries. You cannot deny it. What's that movie with Daniel Day-Lewis? There will be blood.
Yeah.
The point, there will be injuries. Okay. The point, but right now what we're looking at is like, if we can predict from where we are right now, let's say every single team, some magical, fairy or the fairy godmother comes down and waves her wand over the whole NFL and everybody's healthy for the whole season. How do we win the game from this moment right here? The way the teams are built right now.
The question for Dave is, how good do you think our backups are? I think they're legit.
The Broncos are deep, so deep at almost every position.
The mistake that professional teams make across every sport, is they build their starting roster up
so strong,
but their depth is trash.
And now
they suffer from that. The Broncos don't. I don't think the Broncos have that issue. No. I think the Broncos starting roster is legit and elite.
All right,
and their depth is just as good. But
I'll give him this.
I was thinking that's the first thing that popped in my head when I said
not
it.
on the O-line. And you're right. That is the one spot. That is the one spot we got to be a little careful.
Yeah, now, I was hoping you didn't call me out on that.
Let's move on. Let's get through all the rest of this because we are running out of time. We're at 1 hour and 5 minutes. I've had a lot of fun talking about it, but we need to get through it. Rapid fire. Philadelphia Eagles. All right,
win.
Week 10.
Win.
Definite win.
Not even close. Win.
The Broncos are now. What did we say? We're week 10, so 7-3.
That's a 35-10 win. 35-10.
We have a bye week, so we win that week,
mm-hmm.
right? That counts, right? No. Now here's where things start to get a little hairier.
Ooh,
We're starting to get into our own division. Okay,
this is where it gets tough.
We take on the Chargers, who I think are the dark horse of the AFC West.
More than the Raiders?
Oh yeah.
I agree.
The Raiders are a joke. The Raiders are a dumpster fire.
Actually, you know what, Johnny?
No.
For us, the Chargers are the dark horse, but for the rest of the NFL, the Broncos are the dark horse.
That's right.
The Broncos.
You're right.
But I think we win that game. We win that game. Not a question. I think the Chargers.
I think we win that game against Justin Herbert.
4-7. I think the Chargers are 4-7 up to this point. They're terrible, and we just go in there.
I don't think they're terrible. I don't think they're terrible, but they're not. They don't have all record, and they definitely won't have the Chiefs record.
I think they're better. I think they're going to be worse this year than they were last year.
It's possible.
So we win. We Chiefs.
Now here we go. Now our first meeting with the Chiefs. Now earlier in the offseason, I predicted the Broncos split with the Chiefs this season.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one is going to be at Chiefs Kingdom. This is going to be at Arrowhead Stadium. We lose. Plain and simple. Broncos lose. I would not even say it's going to be that it's not going to be a widespread. It's not going to be like Chiefs 42, Broncos 20. I think I predicted that at both teams, based on the weapons on the teams,
it's going to be
okay.
Close.
You know what? No, real quick. I'm going to quote James Palmer real quick. This was during training camp. James Palmer was doing an interview with not Michaela. What's her name? I can't remember her name. From doggone it, Mundungus knows her. He's had her on the show before. Anyway, she was interviewing James Palmer. Okay, and he literally said, top to bottom, as far as rosters go, the Broncos are better than the Chiefs.
Yes.
The one outlier, the difference maker is Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
You got a couple of weapons on the Chiefs. You got Tyreek Hill. You got Travis Kelce.
The one thing they said was the Chiefs need a strong number 2 wide receiver. They do not have that. They do not. Sammy Watkins now plays for the Ravens. Yeah. Avatar says Broncos are incredible after the bye week. Landon Clark, WizKids said we lose 42-35.
I agree it's a high scoring game, but I agree it's a high scoring game, but you see it there, 42-35. That's not a wide spread.
Yeah. Avatar, you have a fan. Dave Full Glassman says I'm really liking Avatar. We love you too. Both. We absolutely love you too.
You and me both, Avatar. We are happy to have you in the family.
Richie disagrees. Like normal, we always disagree, but we love him. He says Bronco win the first games 17
against 9. 17-9 at Arrowhead.
And that's in December, so it may be snowing.
I mean, that's a very bold prediction, Rich. You are my brother. I love you. I'm a little nervous about your prediction, though. Can't wait to see it. That being said, what we say, you and me say, though, Isaiah, the Chiefs game right there in Arrowhead.
That's a loss.
That's a loss.
That's a loss.
So we are now what? What did we say? 7-4?
Yeah, we're 7-4.
No, wait, did we? We're a week. No, we're 7. We're 8-5.
Week 11. 8. No. We're not
8-4. 8-4.
Yeah, 8-4. 8-4. We beat the Lions.
12. Yeah, the Lions win. Bengals.
Trinity Benson. We played Trinity Benson. I looked at their roster. We beat the Lions.
No, he's like there's no their roster isn't deep at all.
TJ Hawkinson and Trinity Benson are the best receivers.
Yeah.
So Noah Fant gets to see. I think Noah Fant has a huge game that game against TJ Hawkinson. Cincinnati. That's what's his name? Jamar Chase. Yeah, Jamar Chase. We beat and we played Jamar Chase with what's that guy they picked up? They pick up Penny Sewell. No, they didn't get Penny Sewell. They got Jamar Chase. I'm sorry. Yeah. We beat Cincinnati.
We beat Cincinnati. We got the Raiders after that again.
Are we 10-4 at this point when we get to the Raiders?
Yeah, easily.
Okay, we're 10-4 at this point. You think we beat the Raiders or lose to the Raiders?
We beat the Raiders.
11-4.
I truly believe we sweep the Raiders this season. Truly, with the weapons on the team, the way we look right now, even with maybe not with a franchise quarterback, with a better than good a good to better than good quarterback. In Teddy
I think he's a top 15 quarterback. Top 15.
We sweep the Raiders. Mm-hmm. Okay. We beat the Chargers again.
We sweep the Chargers. So what are we? 13 and how many games are we going to see? 17.
I would say, you know what?
12. Yeah, we're 12 and 4.
I would say there's a possibility though that we underestimate the Chargers in that last game against the Chargers there, and it'll be in LA.
The reason the reason why these games are tough at the end is because this is where you're fighting for playoff spots, these last 3 games. And I think if our record is good, if we beat the Raiders and we beat the Chargers the first game, they're going to be fighting for that playoff spot. They're going to be the Raiders and Chargers are both going to be watching each other's games. Excuse me.
Big time. Yeah.
I think
you're disgusting. You sick.
And the reason why I said we lose to the Kansas City Chiefs the first game, but we beat them the last game is because I'm assuming like the last few years, that last game matters. This is that for that playoff spot. If we sweep the Raiders and we sweep the Chargers, that last game, and we lost to the Chiefs that one time, that last game is for the AFC West title.
Amen. Yeah.
That last game is for the AFC West. Now, I'm laughing. I'm smiling because that's crazy to think about, but it's doable. It's possible. It's possible. Even probable. So, but think about it this way. If we sweep the Raiders, sweep the Chiefs, and we beat the Chiefs the first time, regardless of that case, if we beat the Chiefs the first time, that's still for the AFC title. Yes. If we lose to the Chiefs the first time, it's still for the AFC West title, contingent on us sweeping the Raiders and Chargers.
Here's where it comes down. Here's where it comes down to. Okay, I believe we lose to the Chargers in LA in week 16. In week 16. I really do. I really do. But that being said, we move on, and here's the kicker. And Mundungus says it. I agree with him. In week 17, we beat the Chiefs at home. But here's 12-5. I like his prediction there. 12-5. I honestly would go 15 to. Or no, sorry, you're predicting the record. Sorry, 12-5.
Yeah, I think. The reason why I said we sweep the Raiders and Chiefs is because remember we lost to the Steelers or we lost to the
Ravens
and the Browns.
I still hold true. The Browns.
Remember the Browns lost.
Beat the Ravens.
So remember when it comes toward the playoffs, we're fighting for a wild card spot, and the AFC North is tough.
Do you think so?
So if you're telling me we lose to 2 out of 3 AFC North teams, we cannot lose to anybody in the AFC West at all because those last games are fighting playoff spots.
Look, I truly believe, I believe this season, finally, the Broncos will break the win drought against the Chiefs that has gone on now for 5 years.
Hot take, Johnny, hot take.
I can't hit it because the soundboard died, believe it or not.
Oh my God, Johnny,
I'm sorry. You know what? I have a life outside of this. Okay, I had a lot going on today. A lot.
There's no such thing as anything outside of the Broncos.
No, that's not true. I wish there was, but unfortunately, it's not.
Okay, ready? I'll do it myself.
There you go.
Hot take. 2 hot takes. Von Miller, comeback player of the year. He breaks Michael Strahan's record. Number 2, Broncos AFC West title. After looking at that schedule and really thinking about it,
look,
AFC West
Mundungus made the prediction there a second ago. 12-5, and I'm inclined to agree with it. I like it, and here's why. At the beginning literally, and for the majority of this offseason, we have predicted 11. Even we have predicted about 11 and 6,
10 and 7 to 11 and 6.
Okay, you and me, we predicted on the last time we tried this. You and me came to 11 and 6. That was before some things happened to the Ravens. And that was before we started noticing that the Steelers are crumbling from within. So, like I said, we win one of those games that we originally probably predicted we lose.
I think 12-5 is actually
12-5 is a great.
Do you think 12-5 is our ceiling, or do you think that's our floor? No, I don't think 12-5 is our ceiling. I think it's the realistic. Ceiling.
I love it, Avatar. I love it.
He hit us with a hot take. He's the first person to hit us with a hot take.
He has 2 defensive rookie of the year.
Now, did you see the NFL came out with, and they said that the people voted, and they said Micah Parsons was going to be the defensive rookie of the year.
No.
That's why I said I'm tired of the disrespect.
Disrespect 100%, bro.
But the
Broncos have been disrespected by the NFL since 1960.
But
the Broncos will always be disrespected by the NFL.
Michael Parsons start, PS2 does not.
That's
so
right.
I can't understand that.
Look,
but Avatar, I agree 100%.
I love it. Can't wait to see it. That being said, we have predicted it. 12-5 Broncos, 12-5 for the season. Now, one last thing before we start to get out of here. Who do you predict on our 53 man? Not on our, and I'm assuming you know who's on the 53 man.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Who do you predict is the breakout player? Breakout. Now, somebody who's been as a comeback or who's been here a while and we know what he can do. Who is our breakout player of the year? Now that Trinity Benson is gone off to the Lions, who is the breakout player of the year on the 53-man squad?
You know what? It's not on defense.
It's not, huh?
It's on offense. It's on offense. And for me, there's gonna be one obvious one. It's Jerry Jeudy. That's too easy. I don't have to look at the comments.
That feels like a cop-out, bro.
But yeah, that's a cop-out. But I think the other one is Noah Fant.
It feels like a cop-out.
Hasn't broken out. No. Noah Fant has not broken out. His first year, he put the league on notice. His second year, he wasn't utilized.
Pro Football Focus has him up there like just behind Travis Kelce and Darren Waller and George Kittle.
I think I would say KJ Hamler, but I don't think he's going to be. He's going to get the big plays.
All right.
But I don't think he's going to put up the numbers like Jerry Jeudy, but he's going to get the big plays. We have so many breakout players. It's ridiculous. I can't say anybody on the defense because everybody on the defense is basically a vet. We don't have one. I don't think we have one rookie starting on our defense.
Manungus, come on, man.
What do you say?
Teddy B.
Hey, you know what? Actually, you know what?
You know what? He takes one of them gloves off and throws barehanded. I'll give it to you as a breakout.
But you know what, Nuggas? Yes, I can see that. I can see that because when he was in New Orleans, 5-0, he was on the map. He hasn't broken out.
I had a lot of arguments. Yeah, I had a lot of arguments against Teddy Bridgewater initially when we first started this offseason. The more I've gone back and watched tape of him over the last 8 years, especially the Saints, when he was with the Saints, the more I'm like, you know what? This could finally be his time.
Actually, you know what? This is my breakout player, Javonte Williams. Too easy.
All right, I like it. Now,
too easy.
I need to pick mine so we can go ahead and start getting out of here. Defense, not a starter, but he's going to break out. Deshaun Williams, defensive line. Jonathan Cooper, our rookie. I
was going to say that.
His story's amazing. His play's amazing. His story's amazing. All of it, he's amazing. But I'm giving it to Deshaun Williams, just like Shelby Harris. He's been cut from multiple teams, been on multiple teams' practice squads. He showed up in the preseason. Well. In the preseason, he has flourished.
And the
turnovers of both fumbles and interceptions. Deshaun Williams.
And Shelby Harris, who he says has the best hands in the league, said Deshaun Williams has the best hands in the league. And the Broncos roster is so good, we can't even name a starter to be the breakout. It has to be someone who doesn't start, like Javonte Williams and Deshaun Williams.
That's right.
Because our starters are so elite and known. So yeah.
I love it. It's been fun. Guess what? We're at 1 hour and 18 minutes. So you know what time it is?
Yep.
It's time to start getting out of here.
Hit that notification bell.
Well, if you haven't already, subscribed. And then after you've subscribed, you better start sharing this video. Season 2's here, y'all. Exciting stuff is already happening. We're here. We are here. The rest of Broncos country, they want to be part of the NRW crew. They want to be members of the Mile High Roundtable. They just don't know it. So it's up to you to take all of you that have subscribed, all of you that are watching before, now, or currently, and after the fact. It is up to you to share it to them. Get them in here. Let them be part of the family. All right. That being said, do not miss the rest of our shows. All right. Tuesday, we have Broncos Talk with a 6'10" Mexican and Richie Riche, our favorite Mexican and our favorite Canadian, on one show at 7654 on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Then also definitely don't miss Thursday, because Thursday is our flagship podcast, MHRT Podcast, featuring our boss man, Mundungus Creevy, Glenn Hauser, Mr. Boggins, and a 6'10" Mexican. Do not miss it. 7654, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. It's going to be a blast. Some exciting stuff. Next Friday, we are back, baby. We are back. Now, I'm going to go ahead and announce a couple of things that are really exciting for us here at Nothing Rhymes, because this is me and you, Isaiah. This is our baby. We started this even before we were on MHRT, all right?
Is this news to me? Have I heard this before?
Half of it.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Shut up. On the 17th, all right, we go live every Friday, 7654 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, right? Friday, the 17th of September, we will be hosting Sarah Bettinger of Locked On Broncos and 9 News. It's going to be awesome. He's excited. I've been talking to him like all week on Twitter. He is ready. He is so excited to be on the show. It's going to be a blast. After that, the week after we have Sarah on the 24th, Friday the 24th of September, the 2 days before the home opener against the Jets. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We are hosting the lead reporter for the Denver Broncos himself, Eric Dalala, on this show on the 24th. Do not miss it. Okay? Then next Sunday, baby, new show, brand new show, the Neigh-borhood. Do not miss it. Pre-game show, 1 hour before the game starts. All right? We're going to have a lot of fun. The Neigh-borhood is when we all of us in MHRT in different capacities at different times come together. You'll see hosts that you have never seen host together, mixing together, talking Broncos, laughing, razzing each other. It's going to be a blast. In addition, we will be adding Dave Glassman as our super fan analyst, and the sideline reports, or I guess it's the tailgate report before the game from the Mile High Prophet himself. Do not miss it. Oh, and do not forget, thank you, Mundungus, for bringing that up. The MHRT on this next Thursday's podcast has Zach Seegers himself from Mile High Sports. Do not miss it. It's going to be so exciting, okay, guys? We love you guys. We got to end this show the way we always do. Okay?
Yeah, Avatar. Welcome, Avatar.
Yeah,
but you got to learn some things.
But on point, all right? Now, we got to end the show the way we always do, all right? And then we're going to do it. This is the first NRWOB Mile High 5 of Season 2. All right? We still will not rest until the Mile High 5 is done at Empower Field at Mile High Stadium with all of the fans. So are you ready, Isaiah?
Let's do it.
All right, buddy. It's been a great show. We love you guys. I want y'all to hold your arms out with me. And after I chant, you clap above your head as high as you can go. All right? Here we go. Mile High 5.
That was the best one yet.
That's what's up. We love you, NRW crew. We love you, Broncos country. Big Mile High salute, and we will see you next Friday.